I'm going to put a really stupid warning up on here because, like, if you saw the trailer, you kind of know, but I'm going to put this here. If you have a severe fear of being forced to be pregnant or pregnancy in general, any aspect of it, no. There are parts of this that insinuate something that you're really not going to want to think about. Also, if you don't like gore, like a lot of gore, like a severe amount of gore, or that I think it's like emetophobia or something like that, that's going to be a no too. Okay, I did my due diligence, so welcome back to your early Thursday movie reviews, where I watch a movie when they're early released on Thursday and I tell you whether or not it's worth watching. As always, I am unpaid and unsponsored, but I am open to the idea of a sponsorship with Little Debbie, but only Little Debbie, and they could pay me in mini brownies. Anyway, so this version of my review is spoiler free. Spoiler free, no spoilers. You're going to be good, except for the very warnings at the beginning, but I didn't give anything away. If you want the full spoiler version, wait just a few minutes on my page and you'll find it. Let's go. Tonight I watched the 2023 Immaculate starring Sydney Sweeney, a movie that apparently took 10 years to make because it was on the back burner for a long time, and then Sydney Sweeney's production studio made it. And oh my god. So an American nun moves to an Italian convent and she gets pregnant and everybody thinks it's Immaculate Conception. Now here's where I fucked up. I thought we were headed into a twin movie debacle because The First Omen opens next week. And I thought this was essentially like the same movie. No, wrong. I mean, if you boil it down to the very basics, kinda, but not completely. Now, is it good? It's batshit crazy. And what we have here for a movie, I love. It is a very interesting premise. It's an interesting layout. It's interesting to look at. I think they're having some sound problems, but that might just be my theater. I'm not entirely certain. Like, I don't think Sydney Sweeney's mic pack was working the whole time, but again, that could just be our theater. However, the runtime, I think it's only like 86 minutes or 89 minutes, somewhere in there. And I feel like I only got half a story. I really only got half a story, which I'll bring up in my full spoiler video because I don't want to give anything away. But for the footage we did get, this is a very interesting religious horror. I gotta be honest though, I am still not completely on board with Sydney Sweeney as an actress. I can respect for what she does, and I definitely respect the fact that she built up her own production studio, which makes me think that she might have a better time, kind of like a Sofia Coppola kind of thing. I think she might be better at like directing if she were to try it than she would be acting. Does that make sense? Like, she's okay, but she's not my favorite. Anyways, this was a very interesting choice of release, like 2 weeks before Easter. Like, I don't even know how to rate this one because, again, I feel like I only got half a story, but I liked what I did see. But there's also an entire, like, chunk of people who really wouldn't be able to sit through this one. And in the past, I have taken off a lot of points for the same thing this movie does that other horror movies have done. So I think in regards to that, because it is not shown, but rather implied, I can kind of give some leeway. What I cannot forgive is them forgetting to explain, like, most of the bad guys. So overall, I want to give it a 7 out of 10, but it really doesn't feel like it deserves 7 out of 10. So like 6.5 out of 10. See you in the next video, or okay, bye.